So guys, I need to have a rant today. I mean, I'm not here to shag spiders. I'm absolutely bloody sick to death of people, no matter who they are, telling young people that they have no idea, no right to an opinion, no right to vote, no idea of what life is, have no jobs, have no drive, no initiative to do anything, and have no idea what taxes are. What an absolute load of bullshit that is. It's just pathetic. I mean, seriously, I know of so many young people who are doing so much to achieve what they want to do with their lives, trying to achieve their dreams. That means anything from racing cars while they complete their mechanics apprenticeship, to being a mother and running their own business, to trying to study their nursing course while they work their asses off. I mean, it's been proven time and time again that our generation have never been more stressed in comparison to previous generations. And it was the other day, I think it was yesterday from memory, that on Sunrise, that Senator Pauline Hanson and Senator Sarah Hanson-Young were debating the legal age of smoking, and in true Pauline Hanson style, she changed the idea to raising the voting age. I mean, how out of touch can a senator get, or any politician get? I mean, even Prime Minister Turncoat is more in touch with the youth. I mean, seriously, it's true. He takes selfies now. I mean, Pauline wouldn't have a problem with a 20-year-old volley firefighter coming out to protect her assets in the event of a bushfire. She wouldn't have a problem with an 18-year-old surf lifesaver coming out and into a rip to save her, or anybody else for that matter. She has no dramas being served by a 17-year-old at a local IGA. I mean, now she's said that, she's proven to me that she has no trouble taking away the basic rights of a young person to vote. I mean, Gough Whitlam brought that back, the voting age back down from 21 to 18, because he thought to himself, if they're old enough to fight for our country, they're old enough to have a vote. I mean, with this gay marriage crap that's going on, which for the record is a complete waste of money, we elect politicians to do that job. Well, I mean, I don't know if they've noticed that, but that's the whole point of having a parliament. I mean, what a waste of over $100 million or whatever it is on something that really, at the end of the day, doesn't necessarily mean anything. I mean, Pauline is now advocating to take the rights away from people under the age of 21 because she thinks we have no idea what we're doing. I mean, I may be 22 at the end of the month, but that doesn't mean it doesn't mean that since I was 18 I instantaneously learned all the life experience that she thinks people need to have to vote. I mean, I ran for council last year, and most people I know that, and I was told throughout the campaign that I was too young, that I had no life experience, no idea what I was doing. But when I go out in my capacity as a volunteer in organisations that I'm a part of, they've got no dramas with me coming out and putting my life on the line to protect their stuff. But it just means that I can't hold elected office. Seriously, how petty can you get? I mean, what our politicians need to do, what the pollies need to do, is pull their bloody heads in. I mean, they're too busy. They don't think for the future. They don't think to future-proof. As far as they're concerned, they've got to survive 3 or 4 years. They've got to get to the next term. So nothing really matters anymore. I mean, what they're doing is buggering up my future, my mate's future, my mate's mate's future, and eventually my children's future. I mean, why can't I or anyone else stand up and start to future-proof our regions, our states, our nation, to be the way that we need it to be in the future? I mean, far out. What has this country come to? And seriously, we are the greatest country on earth, but our politicians are making it the most boring, dull place on earth. Most people who know me know that I don't agree much with the Greens party. I very rarely agree with anything that the Greens have to say. But Senator Sarah Hanson-Young was dead on the money. She hit the nail on the head. We need to let our 18-year-olds vote. We need to let them have their right. It's their future. It's our future that we're having a say in. And Senator Hanson doesn't want that. I mean, we do want to be part of deciding our future. It's of our country. It's our country. We're deciding on which path to take. The reason so many young people aren't bloody voting or don't give a darn about politics is because nobody bloody listens to us. If pollies were listening to us, perhaps they'd be more inclined to, have their say. I mean, the only people we can blame for that is the politicians in Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne, each capital city in the nation's capital, really. It's their bloody fault. They're the only ones that can blame themselves for this. And, I mean, we're here. We want to vote. We're willing to vote. If you take that right away, I certainly won't be sitting down and accepting that. I've got siblings that'll be able to vote soon. Unless Pauline gets her way. I'm gonna fight for that right. If I have to pay taxes, I'll pay my taxes. If my country asks me to serve and fight, I'll serve and fight. No dramas, hands down. It's my civic duty, right? I'm prepared to fight for my rights. But apparently that's a bad thing. We have as much right as anybody over the age of 18 to go and have a cold bevy at the end of a hard day's work. And I like to exercise that right. So, in saying that, I'll vote. I'll be encouraging all my friends that are over 18 to vote. And no one in their right mind can take that away from us. And any politician that thinks 18-year-olds have no idea need to resign. They need to just leave politics altogether because they're idiots. It really pisses me off. It really does. We're truly turning into a nation of pussyfooters. And if a 21, nearly 22-year-old can see that, what does that say about what people think outside of Australia? Our parliament is too focused on pleasing the needs of the very few and ignoring the future. That's what they're doing, is ignoring their future. Our parliament clearly, as far as I'm concerned, is full of soft cocks, and there's no other way to put it. So wake up to yourself, seriously. It's our future. Let us have our say. That's all I've got to say.